Has drawn a line in the sand, handing Sydney Roosters star Spencer Leniu an 8-match ban in response to the racist remark he made against Broncos player Ezra Mam. Joining us for more is NRL legend Johnathan Thurston in Townsville. JT, good morning to you. I remember watching you in the aftermath of all of that in Las Vegas, and knowing you as a friend and seeing you emotional made me emotional. Does the punishment fit the crime?
In my mind, definitely not. I was looking at probably 12 weeks would have been sufficient for racial vilification on the field. I understand that he's owned up to what he has said, but you know, the NRL, we have the Indigenous All-Stars match, we have the Indigenous round, they have an NRL Indigenous strategy team, so we're saying and doing all the right things, but yeah, I definitely don't think that the crime has fit the punishment. So yeah, it's quite emotional talking about it. It's certainly opened up a lot of scars for our people, and I know that Spencer's you know, come out. He's owned it like he has. He's apologised to Ezra. I understand he wants to have a face-to-face meeting with Ezra as well. I spoke to Ezra after the match to check on him, on his well-being. He was pretty shattered about it all. He's got great family support around him, and obviously these players around him as well. But yeah, I thought as the NRL, I thought it was a great opportunity to make a statement. And I don't think the 8 weeks is sufficient.
Give me an idea of that hurt.
Yeah, having a deep understanding of what you know, my family has been through, the history of our nation, what our culture has been through. You know, those types of remarks do bring up mental scars for our people. So yeah, it's been quite difficult over the last couple of weeks. Like I said, I checked on Ezra to see how he is as well, and also you got to check on Spencer as well, see how he's doing. I understand he's copped a fair bit of abuse for it as well.
All right.
But you know, this is certainly an education piece as well. That, you know, we need to make sure that both parties are being supported.
I couldn't personally comprehend how someone didn't know. It took him a week to know, so there was some education and plenty of education that needed to happen. Meantime, the Roosters CEO, Joe Kelly, apologised to Ezra Mam last night, but he also made it clear that Leniu had his support and his team's support. Have a look.
The club stands behind Spencer and is firmly of the belief he is not racist, and the club remains strong in its position that Spencer did not use the word, the subject of tonight's hearing, in a racially derogatory way.
JT, is there any other way that can be explained? I mean, I just don't know in what context you would use that and it not be racist.
I totally agree with you, Carl. There's only one way that term is used, and that's racially. So, like I said, the NRL had a great opportunity there to make a stand, not only for the game, but for society as well. I think, you know, sports people are held to a higher standard than the rest of the community. But, yeah, I think the game has failed in this instance. I don't think the 8 weeks is sufficient for, you know, what has been said and the mental scars that have been, you know, brought up, and what our culture has endured over the history of since colonisation. So it's, yeah, I thought it was a great opportunity to go 12 weeks, a blanket ban for all racial vilification if you're found guilty.
I think it's a fair enough call, mate. Your leadership has been outstanding again, you and Latrell. There's a lot of work to be done. I appreciate you being on our show and getting your message across. Thank you, brother. Sarah.